What's up, wild ones? So there's gonna come a point, maybe you're already there, right? When you become so fucking tired of your own bullshit, and your lack of commitment, your lack of embodied commitment to who you say that you are and who you know that you are, the art, the message, the medicine that is burning its way through your soul, that you can't even take it. You can't even stand yourself anymore, and shit has to shift, right? Like it can no longer continue in the way that it's been. Once you hit this point, I'm calling it the window of intolerance. So in trauma healing, right, there's a window of tolerance where your nervous system, your body, like you hit this capacity for what you can actually hold in your system before things start to go downhill and shit starts to hit the fan, right? Before you start to get like energetic sickness, or you start to like destroy your entire life and tear down your relationships, and like everything starts to kind of like, oh my gosh, like what is happening, right? So there's this window of tolerance. So I'm going to call this the window of intolerance, right? This is where you can't tolerate your own shit anymore. You've hit the oh my god, what is that? The point of no return. Like you're like, okay, I can't not do it anymore. I can't pretend that me not doing it and me not going all in and not being all in is okay, or that it's working, right? Like I can no longer pretend that this over here is working, because it's not, and I know it's not, and I'm ready to shift. The problem then becomes, well, what we think is the problem, right? Because we've been told it's a problem, that we're like, oh my god, but I don't know what to do now. Like I've hit this breaking point, but I don't know what to do, and so this is perpetuated in society, especially in the coaching industry, but is perpetuated over and over again. Like, oh, you don't know what to do. Stop. Like, you've got to find full clarity. You have to niche down. You have to find like the exact perfect message and perfect elevator pitch to talk about your art and your message and the work of your soul. Like, stop, drop, and roll and get over here until you can't, like, until you've got it completely nailed down. Shit doesn't work. I'm sure you've tried it before. You probably spent tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to get this elusive idea of clarity and perfection and whatever it is. And I'm here to tell you, there's something else. In the immortal words of the purple one. God, I loved him. I love him. Love, yes. Okay. Anyways, Prince, I digress. But I'm here to tell you there's something else. And it is this. It is going so deep into the truth and the remembrance of who the fuck you are, so that you can, like, remembering who you are, so that you can do exactly what you came here to do in a way that completely turns on your soul. That you no longer are trying to get to some ephemeral idea of what you should be doing, and you actually are just fucking doing. You're getting down to business. You draw that line in the sand and you're all in. This requires you to be willing to feel it all, to not just chase these the feel good type of things, like where it's like, oh, we're only in the joy and we're only in the so-called light, and all of these things that allow people to bypass the depths and the darkness and the muck, the primordial muck of your soul, of what you're here to do and the way that it's moving through you, and the edges, right? You've got to be willing to become that edge walker, right? In order to excavate all of the things that are within you, trying, demanding, commanding to be shared through your message out into the world. This is how you become the change, right? This is how you show up and actually raise the vibration of our planet through how you create. Through, like, artists were created for a time such as this. You were created for a time such as this. Whatever is happening in your world, whatever is happening in the world, you are here to be that change, to create that ripple effect with how you choose to show up. So if you have hit that window of intolerance where you are no longer able to believe in any way your own bullshit, you can no longer smoke your own shit. You stop smoking your own shit. Hallelujah. The change is upon us. You are ready. And instead of saying, okay, so now what is the perfect thing to do? How do I, oh my gosh, what is the thing? Go in, go deeper and touch the bones. Go all the way back down into the primal, into the wild, into the essence and talk to your body. Start to learn about your actual window of tolerance. What is your nervous system able to handle? Where is that edge for you? What are the portals here, the access points that your body is offering up? Work with your breath, work with your sensation, and then use it all, everything you find, and create the magic. Use that medicine that is already born to you and change the fucking world, change your world, and then go out and change the world. Yes, yes, yes. So if you want to go deeper with me, like if you're like, yeah, I want the thing. I want the thing, and I want the thing, and I also, I like the intensity. I like the depths. I like the primordial muck. I want to go all the way in, like into all the feels, and wring out my fucking soul. And you are female identifying creator. I'm calling us. This is really what's been coming through to me, is that we're multidimensional creators, right? Like as in we work in all of the dimensions, not just the physical. And we're like, how do I land the plane? How do I bring God consciousness and the quantum and the cosmos? How do I bring that all into the earth realm and the way that I'm living and creating my life? And then also multidimensional in the sense of the mediums that you choose, that or that choose you, right? Like so you write and you paint and you dance and you got all of these things, and you're like, how do I bring this all into one thing? Like how do I bring all of this into the message that is burning its way through my soul? So multidimensional on in multi ways. If that feels like you, and you're all up in that womanhood thing, then I invite you to join me in Body of Work. It's my monthly membership, and you get to work with me pretty much daily inside of Body of Work to produce your greatest body of work ever. And this month, February, is excavating and rewilding the primal power of your pussy and womb. And so if that feels like something you are ready to step into, ready to drop into, then head over to yourbodyofwork.com. You can DM me on Instagram at Nikka Karli if you have any questions. And yeah, like if this feels like it's the next step to you stepping into that own reclamation and having that support while you do it, and having the nervous system support, the guidance, and all of that. And then we're really building tribe and community here. Then I invite you to come on in. Like, come on in, the water's fine. Yes, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. As always, here's to your untaming. Bye, wild ones.